We are a very collegiate atmosphere, very supportive atmosphere from the staff and from the family. And also lots and lots of responsibility that you could have here at a very early age, which was a great opportunity for a young portfolio manager at the time. I have to say that the Montags have been wonderful over the years in supporting the employees here, whether it was, through when we had children or we had needs. I've felt nothing but support over the years.
I worked at Montag since June of 1985, which is definitely a long-term tenure, and I've stayed with Montag because of the environment, the family orientation of how the firm is run, the respect that you get, and just the overall feeling that, they care about you and, want you to do the best job you can for them, and they, make sure that you have the tools to do that.
Being a family business, Montag's culture is an extension of family. Treating your peers as you would your siblings or your children or your parents. There's a lot of mutual respect amongst everyone and a genuine caring for their well-being and their happiness. Through the 11 years I've been here, the core values at Montag have stayed the same and consistent. I think through the strong leadership of Ned and John and their ability to really walk and talk those values as they live them. And we have remarkably little change in our staff. That the same people who have been here for a long time just re-emphasize those values in their daily work.
I always kind of joke with people, we'll know the dog, we'll know the kids' names. We really want to know who you are because we manage money for people, and it just so happens these people have money that we take care of on their behalf. The character of Montag is really important. It's really the reason that I came to work here. If they hadn't had that, I would not be working here, because character, integrity, looking out for others, doing for the community is really what it's all about. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I wake up every day really happy and know that, and I sleep well at night knowing that we're treating customers properly, they're treating us properly, and we're appreciated.
I think a lot of people stick around at Montag for a long time because of the environment that the Montag family has created for all of us. It's a very, it feels like a family. We're all away from our family at work, 40 hours a week, and this feels like your family away from home. And it starts with the Montag family, with Tony and Jackie starting this business 40 years ago, and then bringing John and Ned in. And they're a really close-knit group, and any personal matters they may be experiencing, they never bring it into the work every day that they do. So it's very professional, and I just feel very lucky to have found Montag and have been here for this long.
I think the values that we wanted to keep in the culture of the firm were really the ability to act human around each other, the ability to understand that the world has imperfections to it, and our effort is really a human one. It's not a scientific one. It has numbers that we rest upon. It's an emotional one, and in that sense, it's the value of acting rational sometimes and irrational at other times, and willing to accept people for who they are and where they are as a reasonable starting point. That was a value that I thought was very meaningful.
The values my parents had that kind of have stuck with me over a long period of time include the simplicity of it all, just keeping things simple, but also kind of the value that I think really carries my mom is keeping your dignity. That there is no place in a good business relationship for losing your composure or being juvenile or looking for revenge or somehow trying to one-up somebody. There's a cooperative relationship and you want to maintain dignity.
Dignity, to me, in business means, first of all, respecting other people, respecting the integrity of the individual, and understanding that I'm a person. I'm not a machine, and I'm not number 475, that I have a human side that needs to be recognized. And I think that's a very important piece, and I think both Ned and John know that and have shown that in their work.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Would you agree?
I'd agree 100%. Yeah, that's right.
It is a wonderful kind of reaffirmation to the client of a culture and of a quality that's hard to find, particularly on Wall Street or with multinational financial institutions. You can quickly feel a lot more comfortable when people recognize that this is family owned and they see values that resonate under kind of a banner of family ownership and people who care a lot and have chosen to work with each other and not just kind of made their way spontaneously and wound up in the role they're in.
The way I've seen the Montag reflect today's value, today's place in the world, is that the values are still the same here. We still value the individuals. We respect them. There's integrity. There's a sense of camaraderie in the office. I mean, we've had births, we've had deaths, we've had all kinds of things. It's just a normal human flow. But instead of disregarding it, we have paid attention to it.